Hello friends, and welcome back to Swiftlessons for another by request song tutorial. In today's session, we're heading way back to the early 90s for a full breakdown of STP's acoustic version of Interstate Love Song. Now this is an awesome tune for intermediate level players. You're going to learn some very unique chord progressions, open string chord shapes moving up the fretboard, and also some percussive strumming patterns. Now before we jump in, I'm going to be experimenting with some very cool mics, the Arduino microphone by Ear Trumpet Labs, and also, this one's new, the CC8 by Austrian Audio. Alright, this is going to be just aimed at my acoustic guitar, approximately toward the 12th fret, which is where I tend to get the best sound. So if you're listening for this thing, I'll put the links in the description. Now let's get started with a full demonstration of the tune. I invite you to follow along using my resources at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Let's get started. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Way down on a Sunday afternoon, with what I read between the lines, you lied. Feeling like a handy rusted shame. Oh, laugh or does he cry? Reply. Leaving on a southern train. Only yesterday you lied. Promises, things I seem to be. Only watch the time go by. All of these things you said to me. Breathing is the hardest thing to do. With all I said and all that's dead for you, you lied. Goodbye. Leaving on a southern train. Only yesterday you lied. Promises, the things I seem to be. Only watch the time go by. All of these things you said to me.
Okay, a close look at the fretboard, getting started with our intro section. We're in standard tuning, the key of E major. Real slow, this section's gonna sound like this. so let's get those chords down first. We have the C sharp minor 7 getting us started. Borrowing the 4th fret, A string to high E. I also have the 6th fret of the D string and 5th fret of the B string. Thumb nice and low, pulling back with both arms to get a nice clean bar chord. Next, we have a measure of E major. 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D, 1st fret of the G string. A regular E chord. Alright, then we're going to go up for an A major bar chord shape. Borrowing the 5th fret, E to E. I also have the 7th fret of the A string, 7th fret D, and the 6th fret G string. Alright, then we're going to have a split measure between G sharp sus4. Alright, once again, I'm borrowing low E string to high E string, but this time on the 4th fret position. And I also have the 6 frets of the A string, D string, and the G string. G sharp sus4. That'll get us to G sharp major. Alright, just switching our fingers up, so that way we have 6th fret A, 6th fret D, and the 5th fret of the G string. Alright, a garden variety, E string rooted, major bar chord. Alright, then we're back to the A major chord. For one measure before going to E major and letting that ring out. Alright, you put all those chords together, we have C sharp minor 7, E major, A major, G sharp sus4, G sharp major, A major, and E major. Now, let's learn how to get that nice kind of percussive strumming pattern with all those chicka chickas. Alright, over the C sharp minor 7 chord, the strumming pattern once again sounds like this. Real slow. Alright, so there I'm playing. Down, down, chicka, chick up, down, down, up, down, up. You really need to practice saying that out loud over and over again, get it into your muscle memory before you're ready to apply it to the other chords. So one more time, real slow. Down, down, chicka, chick up, down, down, up, down, up. That's one measure of music right there. Applying it to the E major chord, we're going to really need to have control of these open strings. Down, down, chick up, down, down, up, down, up. To the A major chord. Alright, now we're going to switch it up as we move to the G sharp sus4 to the G sharp major. Okay, so that was down, up, chicka, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Before going back to the A major bar chord shape and playing the exact same strumming pattern that we had before. And then letting the E major chord ring out nice and long. Okay, put all that together and we have, starting from C sharp minor 7, a down, down, chicka, chick up, down, down, up, down, up. A major, G sharp, A, and E major. Now, last tips here. For the A major chord, this bar chord shape, it's going to sound very cool if you allow the B string and the high E string to ring open from time to time. That's also going to give you an opportunity to rest your hand and your wrist from playing those cumbersome bar chords. Okay, so adding that into the mix, we could have go to the E chord, A, it's a very big sound. Alright, now the other thing that I'd like to point out is if you listen to various versions of this, there's a lot of subtraction going on. So feel free to remove some of these strums, simplify it to your liking, especially if you're singing along with it. Okay, very good everybody. You have the intro section down. That's also going to come in handy for when we play the chorus section. Now, taking a look at the main riff of the song, it's going to look and sound like this. And real slow. Okay, so that began with this first measure of music, a nice lick in the key of E. One of the most iconic sounds of the 90s. We're grabbing the second fret of the B string, bending it up a half step as we allow the high E string to ring open. Next, pluck those two strings together again as you return the note to its original position. Alright, from there we're going to play both strings open together. Alright, so far you have. Alright, now go to the second fret of the G string, open high E, adding that into the mix. Alright, and then finally, a hammer. 1 going up to 2 on the G string, and then the open B, open high E, before going to the E major chord. For a percussive strumming pattern. So far you have. Alright, and my pick is going mostly downstrokes, except for the high E string open, I like to hit that with an upstroke. So down, 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 up, down, down, down. Alright, now you might want to throw in some hybrid picking too, it's a very nice technique. Pinching both notes together. Alright, basically using the middle finger for the high E string. From there, we're going to the E major chord, where we can strum a lot of different things, but I like to keep it pretty simple. Something like down, up, scratch, up, down, 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 up, down, up. Will work fine. We add that into the mix and we have down, up, scratch, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And now we're gonna travel up the fretboard with some open string chords. So there, I took the E major chord. Okay, then I played an F sharp minor / E. That's just the open strings with the 4th fret of the A string, 4th fret D, and the 2nd fret of the G string. And then another version of the E major chord, grabbing the root note, major 3rd, and the 5. That is the 7th fret A, 6th fret of the D string, and the 4th fret G. E major. Okay, so we need to tie those 3 chord shapes together with a strumming pattern. Real slow, it's gonna sound like this. Alright, again, tons of options here, but what I'm playing is down, down, up, scratch, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. One more time, real slow. Down, down, up, scratch, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. And at full speed. Okay, you put the full riff together and it's gonna sound like this. Remember, you're gonna repeat it twice through for the first go around. Okay, if you can play that, then you're ready to jump into the verse section. Okay, very well done everybody. You have the intro and also the main riff down. Now we're jumping into the verse section. This features one of the most interesting chord progressions I've ever seen in any rock song. It's gonna look and sound like this. Alright, so some repeating techniques there. You'll recognize the strumming pattern and also that last little bit which is being borrowed from the end of the intro section. Okay, so we started off with this very interesting chord progression, C sharp minor 7, which you already know. Then we're going to play G sharp slash C. So a G sharp major chord with a C in the bass. 3rd fret of the A string, 6th fret of the D, the 5th fret G, and the 4th fret of the B string. This is a chord that took an enormous amount of practice, a few days of just kind of moving the fingers on and off the fretboard, getting them into that position, moving from the C sharp minor 7 into the adjacent shape, all right, and also moving the fingers on and off the fretboard so that way each finger learns its position. All right, from there we're gonna play C sharp slash B, another tricky chord that by itself doesn't sound that good, but in context sounds amazing. All right, so this chord, C sharp slash B, I've got the 2nd fret of the A string, the 3rd fret of the D string, then with my index finger just kind of mashed into a bar position, I've got the 1st fret of the G, and I also have the 2nd fret of the B string. C sharp slash B. All right, and then we're gonna go to a half diminished chord, B flat half diminished, also known as B flat minor 7 flat 5. All right, so this is the 1st fret of the A string, 2nd fret D, 1st fret G, and the 2nd fret of the B string. All right, and then finally finishing the sequence, very simple, an A sus2 chord, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G. Okay, you put those chords together and we have, with the strumming pattern, all right, from there you're just going to borrow the last measure from the main riff and repeat it twice. Okay, from there we're jumping into verse number 2, which is played verbatim, but feel free to simplify the strumming if you like as you sing over top of it. So, feeling like a hand of rusted shame, for do you laugh or does it cry? Reply. Alright, from there, reprise the main riff. And then, it's time to jump into the chorus section. Okay, excellent work everybody. You're ready to close up shop now? The chorus section is the last thing we need to learn because everything from here forward is going to be repeating sections. This is basically an extended version of the intro section, and I like to switch it up with a different strumming pattern. I'm gonna play down, 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 up, up, down, down, up, down, up, move to the E major chord, the A major, feel free to keep those strings open. I'll keep my G sharp sus4 to G sharp the same. Return back to the A chord. Promises of things now here's where it's a little different. We're gonna extend it. E major. Seem to be on me. Return to the A chord. Watch the time. Down, down, up, up, down, down. Go. G sharp, sus4. All of these. The A chord again. Things you said to me. And let the E chord ring out before going back into the main riff. All right. That's the chorus section. Very, very simple. You should have no problem putting that together. Congratulations, everybody. You're ready to perform. All right, friends. Thanks so much for checking out this STP acoustic guitar lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And real quick, I want to apologize for my lack of activity over the last several weeks. As many of you know, my wife Natalia and I recently had a baby girl, and I'm very happy to report that Adele is now over 3 months old, doing very, very well. She's super healthy, starting to get kind of funny and show a little bit more personality. And most importantly, she's starting to sleep, which means you can expect a lot more output from me in the days ahead. So thanks so much for the support, the patience, and also all the well wishes. Until next time, this is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia, saying happy picking.